Hey everybody, right, if you're struggling with guilt about tracking calories and you're totally always concerned about whether you're going to go over your calories or not, I want you to bear this in mind, right? So the process of fat loss, right, as much as when I work your calories out for you, it's a scientific thing. I can't remember the word, that's not very helpful. I can't remember the word. Anyway, right, it's a formula, a scientific formula, all right? And the theory behind fat loss is obviously calories in, calories out. So you need to eat less calories than your body burns. We all know that, all right? But when it comes to tracking and logging your food on MyFitnessPal, this can sometimes become a bit of a problem because we think that if we don't hit our calories straight on, or if we go over our calories, that we're automatically going to gain scale weight, right? Which we're not. So the reason we're not is because tracking your food and logging your food and the calorie content of each food that you scan, track, note, right, is not an exact science. It's absolutely not an exact science. So, for example, if you picked up a ready meal in the supermarket and it said on the packet 400 calories, when you scan that on MyFitnessPal, it will say 400 calories, right? So in your head, you've eaten 400 calories worth of food. Banging. Except legally, the law says that as long as that ready meal is under or over by 10%, it's perfectly within legal rights of being 400 calories. So if you scan that at 400 calories, you could actually be eating 10% less than that, 360, or 10% more than that, 440, and you're never going to actually know. So things that come out of molds, like Baby Bells and Freddos, for example, right? That's like a universal mold, and they probably are going to be however many calories a Baby Bell, 42 calories a Baby Bell, and Freddos are 95, or 96. They're probably going to be them like forever, whatever Freddo you pick up in the shop or whatever Baby Bell. But when you're picking up a ready meal and it's got like a bit of meat and a dollop of gravy and a scoop of mashed tatties, for example, right, it's more often than not going to be 10% under or 10% over. So please do not stress about being a wee bit over your calories. We all have a little margin to go over and under. In fact, it's probably a bigger margin than what you think it is. It's probably about 100, 150, 200 calories a day. All right, so don't be stressing about tracking your food and about your calories, right? It is a helpful tool to give you a rough idea of the calorie content and macro content of each food. However, it is not an exact science. So take the pressure off yourself, track everything that you eat if you're in the market for fat loss, log everything that you drink, anything that crosses your lips, put it in MyFitnessPal and use it only as a rough guide. True story, my lovelies. Bye.